Hi, Emily here from CXCS. Welcome to this Toolbox talk on understanding your CXCS Health and Safety file. Firstly, in Section 1, you will find your action plan. In this document, you will find the actions identified from your risk assessment that your Health and Safety Advisor has recommended you complete to improve safety, best practice, and compliance with the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974. Behind this document is your main site risk assessment. This document needs to be read by employers, employees, self-employed people and any contractors carrying out work activities on the site. Once it has been read, please sign the risk assessment sign-off sheet to confirm the risk assessment has been read and understood. Also in this section, you will find Safe Systems of Work templates, and it is your responsibility to ensure these are completed for works undertaken. Your CXCS Health and Safety Advisor will be able to advise you should you require further guidance. At the end of this section, there is a self-audit data sheet, which is a helpful checklist to measure and assess the degree to which the business has health and safety measures in place. It identifies what an inspector would expect to find when visiting your premises. In Section 2, you will find 2 copies of both the Health and Safety Policy Statement of Intent and the Environmental Policy Statement of Intent. Please ensure the person responsible for health and safety on the site signs all copies. 1 copy of each should be left in the folder, whilst the other copy should be displayed in a prominent position where it can be viewed and read by all staff members. Behind these forms is your main business health and safety policy. After this, you will find the individual site policies, which relate to the activities carried out on the site. These should be read by employees, self-employed contractors, and all involved in the work. Once read, all persons should sign the policy sign-off sheets to confirm they have read, understood, and will comply with the details outlined in the policies. Near-miss records are found in Section 3. This is where all near-miss incidents should be recorded. Accidents that result in hospitalisation or require the person to have 7 or more days off work become reportable to the HSE under RIDDOR. In the case of an accident on the site, please inform CXCS and we will be able to advise you on what action to take. There is also Health and Safety Executive Guidance on reporting accidents in this section. In Section 4, there is an emergency contacts list and site map which will be completed during the meeting with your advisor. Please ensure these are kept updated as required. There is also a fire safety logbook and sheets for recording fire extinguisher inspection checks. In Section 5, you will find contractor management forms, which all contractors working on the site should complete. You should also be checking for and recording competency through evidence of training and qualifications and collecting copies of public liability insurance. Where applicable, you will find contractor safety maps. These should be annotated with overhead power lines, public rights of way, and any site-specific hazards. Once complete, maps should be shared with contractors and all staff members to ensure they are aware of these hazards. There is also Health and Safety Executive Guidance in this section on managing contractors. In Section 6, there is an asbestos map which details the location of asbestos around the site. There is also Health and Safety Executive Guidance on asbestos in this section. Behind this, you will find the COSH risk assessment. As with the main risk assessment, this document needs to be read by employers, employees, self-employed people, and any contractors carrying out work activities on the site. Once it has been read, please sign the COSH risk assessment sign-off sheet to confirm it has been read and understood. Behind these documents, there is Health and Safety Guidance on managing COSH. In Section 7, there are Toolbox talk documents to provide instruction and information for staff meetings and sign-off sheets to record that these have been completed. Training records and copies of certificates can also be kept in this section. You will also find employee, temporary employee, and visitor forms. These forms include reference to inductions and medical questionnaires, which is important to have documented. Once complete, please ensure this information is kept separately in accordance with the Data Protection Act 2018, which is the UK's implementation of the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. In Section 8, there are machinery, vehicle, equipment and ladder checklists to record inspections and pre-start checks. Alongside these, there is Health and Safety Guidance relating to ladder usage and machinery safety. Section 9 relates to electrical safety. Copies of inspection certificates and PAT testing can be stored here. There are also visual electrical check sheets to record inspections and health and safety executive guidance relating to electricity safety, portable appliances and overhead power lines. In Section 10, you will find your copy of the HSE Farm Wise booklet, which is full of useful health and safety information targeted at the agricultural industry. You will also find relevant HSE guidance information which can be useful for reference should you need it. Historical information will also be stored in the back of your folder. That concludes our overview of your health and safety file. If you have any questions or queries relating to the folder, please don't hesitate to get in touch.